Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome this Monday evening. Julie, you are right there. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Hi, Rebel Canners. You know what? If you want to be early and just sit and wait till 6 o'clock, that's totally fine. I really appreciate you all being here. So, oh, goodness sakes. We've got Rebel Canners. Is that because you've tried it and it hasn't worked, or you just haven't tried it yet? Oh, hello, Matt, Sarah, and family. Hello. Hey, I'm having a good day. It's was outside for a while and inside for a while, and now I'm with you guys, so it's a wonderful day. Hey, Thrifty VG. Hello. How are you? Oh, you've killed it twice. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we'll get into more of that, but how have you grown it? Have you put it in just in a pot? Have you been like full sun? I was just wondering how you've grown that. So, hello, Weedy Garden, Grammy Karen. Hi, good evening to you. Good evening, containers. Okay, and where are you? What state are you in? Everybody's coming in. Yay! Getting the gang here. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. Hello, homegrown wife. How are you tonight, Eliza? Michigan. It's okay. It's getting very hot there, isn't it? I put mine in pots last year in containers, and they took a lot of water. I didn't have any luck with containers last year. So this summer, or actually last fall, what I did was took what was in the pots, and they were almost died back anyway, and then I buried the pots in the ground. So, I mean, the rims of the pots are showing, but because I had 3 plants like that, and so I just stuck them in the ground deep, and this year they're doing great. So I think they just need more moisture in ground and everything else. So if you have a spot where you can put it in ground, I think that might help you out a little bit. Hello, Miss T. 101. Oh my goodness. Yes, we had our hots too. Started to kind of, we're in a different pattern now. We're getting a little bit more rain. It's kind of, the temperatures are kind of bouncing up and down in the way of, like today was mid 80s. Tomorrow's supposed to be low 70s. By Saturday, it's supposed to be 90. I mean, so we're kind of like just jumping all around according to what systems are coming in. We're kind of at their mercy. Oh, goodness sakes. Hey, Kiri, hello. I'm getting a little behind here, sorry. Howie, hello. Everybody's saying hi, that's awesome. You guys, we have such a great community. We really do. It says 84 inside. Oh, Kiri, I could not take that heat. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know you couldn't take my cold, but I just couldn't do that. So, oh, then it'll just be like in the 90s to low 100, right? Instead of 115. Oh my goodness. Hello, Drops Family Garden. How are you tonight? I like the little wave. That's cute. It has been, Eliza. It has been crazy this summer. And Matt and Sarah, I know you've said that too. I mean, just in Lone Heron. Hello. Hi. Another Minnesotan. Hi, Howard Garden. Hello. How are you doing? Yes, yes, Rebel Canners, I know. We have had a hot summer. Yeah, the 90s have just been crazy. And I don't know, it was maybe 2 weeks ago or something we started getting some rain. But before that, we were dry, really dry spring. So Oh, your goats have been draining the stock tanks dry. I know. Yeah, everything is thirsty. Plants, animals, us. I mean, everything is just like, oh, I hope that we're getting enough water to replenish everything. So, that Tom Blue, it's cute how he thinks. Um, yeah, so I don't know if that would help you, Rebel Canners, just to get it in ground somehow. And because it is one that will spread easily, that's why I left it in the containers to kind of, they were like 12 to 14 inch pots, something like that, and pretty deep. So I left them in there, and there's holes in the bottom so the roots can continue to go out if they need to. But I put the three right next to each other, and that'll be in a video coming up real soon so you guys can see it. And, so hopefully that'll help you. I don't know. Hey, Alicia. Hi. Living in the Prairie. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Jones Family Garden. Okay. Yeah, there are areas of the country you guys were just flooding and getting so much rain and everything, and then it quit, and now you're dry, and I mean, it's like just flip-flopped. It'd be nice if we just like spread it out nicely throughout the country, but it has been crazy. Oh, Alicia, I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you guys feeling better. Hey, Chirpy the Bird. Hello from upstate New York. How is it in upstate New York? Is it hot, dry, cool? I know that like New Hampshire, Vermont area, they were getting a wave of hot weather. So I would think that upstate New York would be kind of in that same, the same place in there, unless you're closer to the lake, and that would be cooling you off a little bit. I don't know. 78 here today, going to be mid-80s the rest of the week. Okay, well, that's not too bad. I don't know, Alicia. I know it's like we're out of the upper 90s. It's like so grateful. Tomorrow is supposed to be 73 degrees here. So no, I didn't have a tornado that I know of around here. I mean, nothing was, no sirens or something. So I was not really paying attention to the weather most of the afternoon. Was that more north? Because I know there is a system coming out of Nebraska and South Dakota, and then there's one in northern Minnesota that's going up to Winnipeg area. So thank you, Graham Karen. I know. But that's only one day, Alicia, and then we jump back up, and by Saturday it's supposed to be 90, and then, it's just kind of all over the place. Oh, last Friday. No, I didn't get that. We got some good storms, though, but thankfully I did not get a tornado. How about you guys? Have you been staying safe? Oh, okay, yeah. It's going to be wild. It is going to be wild here. And I know we're starting to head into hurricane season for a lot of you, so I'll just pray that everybody stays safe and all that stuff. So what kind of things are you working on your homestead, whether it's in the garden or in the house or projects outside? Is there anything? You were 102. Oh yeah, Julie, you were 102 yesterday. Yes. Hey, Country Homestead Preacher. Good evening to you too. I kind of dressed up a little bit today. I'm not in a t-shirt. How about that? You had Dorian last fall. Oh, that's right. You can come up and get you right there. You're making fried green tomatoes as you speak. Oh, wow. My tomatoes are like itty bitty on the plant, so I just have, but I mean, it's like a great start because evidence that something is happening there. Tropical tidbits are maybe good sites to predict weather patterns. Okay. Well, those are good. I'll have to check into that. Thanks. Canning all day. Country Homestead Preacher, what are you canning? Probably tomatoes and peppers or something. I'm not sure what's coming right now for you. The local bank said 107 on Sunday. Crazy hot. Yeah. I know, it is. It's crazy. Still getting flowering with your cucumber plants. Now they've been outside for a few weeks. Oh, I know. I'm going through that too with a number of my plants, including my apricot tree. Something's eating the leaves, just holes all the way through it, and it's eating my hostas. It's eating my borage. It's eating. It's just decimating my my marigolds. Nothing eats marigolds, and I don't know. It's like, Howie, do you know what would be eating marigolds? And I mean, it's like not even discriminating against it. It's just hitting every plant, and it's not eating my tomatoes or my peppers, thank goodness, or my beans. So, but it's like hitting the herbs, which is crazy because that's what I really needed this year. Oh, your tomatoes and green beans. Oh, okay. Yep, that's right. Green beans are coming. Peppers are going to be another probably couple weeks. My green beans are flowering. They're just like so massive, so tall, and they're getting blossoms all over. I almost everything's blossoming out there. So so fun. It's so fun to get to that point. Your tomatoes in your greenhouse are doing well. The ones outside, not so. Maybe blocking things. Okay. Oh, yeah, Alicia, that's hot. For me, anytime the air temperature is higher than my body temperature, it's not good because I can't cool down then. I mean, even if it's 95 degrees, there's still a 3-degree difference where it's like there's a breeze, you know, it's like, or I can sit in the shade or something and I can cool down a little bit. But when it gets over 98, so 100 or whatever, then it's like, oh my goodness, it's just too much for me. Hello, JB. Kiri, your garden is a failure. Half the seeds never sprouted. Oh, that is so hard. I'm so sorry. That's really discouraging. Hey, Donna Holly. Hello. 21 pounds of tomatoes already? Oh, my goodness sakes. Wow. Yes, even my marigolds. It's just, I mean, totally right down to the stems, everything, the flowers, the leaves, everything. And it's like, I know nothing eats that. So, and I've gone out like every night with my black light and checking to see what's out there, and I don't see a thing. I don't see anything during the daytime. It's not leaving any evidence. So it's like, I don't know what's going on. So, hey, Miss T, would that be slugs? But it's all the same kind of damages on the leaves of my apricot tree, which the slugs can't get where those are. So, oh, you planted some lavender, hyssop, borage, and lemon bergamot. Ooh, oh, that's gonna smell so good. Those are beautiful. Oh, thanks, JB. I know, I like that t-shirt. I think it's fun. Frost got your first set of tomato plants. Tomatoes aren't it? Yeah, I've got a lot of blossoms. I've got a couple plants that are starting to get like quarter-sized tomatoes or something on there. So things are they're happening. They're going. And I've got one banana pepper that's probably 3 inches long. I've got a lot of other peppers. They're just like little itty bitty babies, and then blossoms. I'm done with the radishes. I've started harvesting peas. So I'm getting a lot of peas right now. Well, Not a lot because I didn't plant that many, but it's like I'm getting peas. The few plants that are there are doing well. So, that's what I was wondering, Miss T. I haven't seen any beetles at all, but when do they come out? When would I see them, during the day or at night? Because I've heard that they're bad this year. And so, I don't know. Your beefsteaks in the greenhouse are really putting on tomatoes. Oh, so cool. I have 2 different beefsteak varieties that I'm growing this year. So I have the delicious tomatoes, the atomic grape tomatoes, the Brad's atomic grape, and the giant beefsteak and beef master. So I've got 4 different kinds. So I like growing the big ones because it's less to process than a bunch of the little Romas and everything. I mean, it's like, yeah, I can get 100 Romas that would give me the same volume as, 10 beefsteaks. And so for me, I try to streamline my work. I really, really do. So thanks, JB. I really appreciate that. The ladybug imposters, the Asian beetles. Oh my goodness, I know how to keep them out of my house, but how to keep them off of everything else. They're crazy. They invade Minnesota around the beginning of October, somewhere around there. As soon as we start harvesting soybeans in the fields, the farmers start doing that. And then something about the soybeans there, that all of the Asian beetles come in and they just invade. And it's like, and they bite. They hurt so much. So you have to replant your okra 3 times. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's hard. And that's, a great reason why to get more seed than what you actually need, because these things happen. A storm comes through, wipes it out. You got to start over again, and my beans were really tall and nice, and the wind today just kind of flattened them. So I'm hoping that they'll pop back up. But, if something happens to them, I can always, I would have enough time up until the end of August, or until the end of July, to be able to replant. So I could do that. Got purple plum radishes, $1 coin. Oh my goodness. It's hot and scary dry here. Another lousy season. Oh, and there it is. Rainbow cherry tomatoes during the winter indoors. Oh my goodness. You get really creative with your planting. That is awesome. I like your avatar too. That's so cool. Is your last name drop? Is that how it, or is it an acronym? You're watching Art and Bree's video. I know, I have it on my list to watch. He mentioned Japanese beetle damage on a fruit tree. He's picking the beetles off and squishing them. Okay. Because, in order to get the branch on my apricot tree where, it's above my head, in height. So, and it's like reaching way out. So in order to get that, it has to be like a flying insect of some sort. But that is doing the same damage on my ground plants. And it is just crazy. It's really nuts. The rebel canners, that's good. That's good. I've got, you're sitting on top of my whole case and everything, but I get these little cases for my seeds, and it finally got kind of organized this year to do that. And it's otherwise, yeah, throw them all in a Ziploc bag or something, and kind of hunt for them the next year, or just go and buy all new ones or something. But yeah, I had to get more organized this year because seeds were getting hard to find and hard to get. So gonna really, and typically I don't even order them till February or March, when I would have to start thinking about my garden. But by then, half the country's already got their gardens in, so they've wiped out those seeds already. It's hard to find things. So, hey, Two Cedars Microfarm, hello. Thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate it. Swampy Acres, hi. Your purple hull peas were supposed to be, oh, where did I get the seed cases? They came in, let me see if I can, you guys hold on here. Hey, Patty, hello. Newbie Steaders, hello. It's because I'm using it as a support in a prop. Get this on Amazon. I think you can get it. It's a photographer photo case. And so it's got a handle, and then it's got all these little cases in there that I can just take out. And I can just, like this says, and I just labeled them, it said medicinals. And so then I put all my seeds that have to do with that, or I put all tomatoes or all beans or something like that. So back to some normal light. So Donna, your purple hull peas were supposed to be bush variety, but ended up being semi-vine. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? Peas, I don't trust what they say about peas not being vining, because that is really the nature of a pea plant, is a vine. And so, you know, they want to do that. And so I know a lot of people will, in fact, I just videoed yesterday about my peas, and so I was talking about that in there. But a lot of people will just plant them in a row and not have any type of support. Well, then they just become this mass of pea vines and plants and everything. And it's hard for them to really grow, hard for them to do really well and get the air that they need. So peas really do like support. They really do. So you're welcome, Weedy Garden. So do microgreens during the winter. That's awesome. That is great. I've been trying to, the last few winters, to try to get to that, and it's just not just microgreens, but you know, I had this in here for this last spring for starting, and my hope is to try to use it throughout the winter. So I'm going to try to see what I can do. Sometimes life just gets in the way and it just doesn't happen. But Newbie Steaders, you have one of those. Oh, okay. Yep, they are. They're really great. There's like Mimsy's garden. Anna's has, I don't know, 5 or 6 cases or something, and you can get them in different colors and stuff too if you want. But excuse me, I kind of like the clear one to be able to see what I've got in there. And I'll tell you what is great. It's like, okay, I want to go out and plant, you know, these 2 categories. I'm going to go out in the garden and plant it. I can just take these out, you know, take what's in the packet and then put it right back in here and not have to worry about things spilling all over or losing it or blowing away in the wind or, you know, getting things all mixed up. So it just helps to, organize. It really does. I like it. Checking craft store prices along with Amazon and the buy. Yes. Because I think Walmart carries these. I got mine on Amazon. I think there are other places to carry, but yeah, do shop around. That's a good point, Patty. Thanks. Is a little tent a greenhouse for my career? That is what I did my plant starts. So I've got a whole lighting system right in here. So I did all my starts in there this year, and then they graduate to a different lighting system, and then I built out a PVC pipe, and it stands on the floor and stuff like that. So so that's what I started, and everything in my garden this year is from seed. I didn't buy anything in my garden, so that was an accomplishment for me. I think I am just really proud of that. So it's really, really fun. One day I am so convincing that I need to do this. Oh, I know. And you know what, Sarah, you can certainly store these in the freezer. You don't even have to have the, if you just like have the little space here, you could put 2 or 3 here, put a couple over here, just for the winter. So, yep, Drex family, I agree on that. So, usually buy your seeds from True Leaf by the pound or more. Wow. True Leaf, I have not heard of them. Okay. Miss T, you Google Japanese beetles, they like 300 plants. Oh my goodness. Including fruit trees, raspberry bushes, asparagus beans, carrots, corn silk, soybeans, roses, marigolds. I am going to have to go on the hunt for those. Aren't they like the size of my thumbnail or something? I mean, aren't they a little bit bigger, so I should be able to see them? They will eat for approximately 6 weeks, so recommended 7 dust to save your plants. Okay, we got like 2 big boxes of seeds. Neighbor took you up. Oh, once you got in the store to germinate. Oh, okay. I know a lot of people are working on saving seeds this year. So, all right, we need to get into lemon balm because the hour is like going by here. All right, get some pictures here. This is the one that I used, and it was just $1.50 packet from Walmart, and it's gotten done really well. Here's another one that I think I got free somewhere, but this one says it's an annual. This one says it's a perennial. So far the perennial has worked. Thanks, JB. I know. I got the little greenhouse on Amazon a couple years ago, maybe even like 3 years ago. So I know a number of places get that. So I know in Minnesota it was like, oh, so I did it. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat here. All right, so lemon balm. I put a couple links in the description below for the information that I'm going to talk about here about lemon balm. So if you need to get that, you can go down and click on those links and be able to get it. But lemon balm is a lemon scented herb, and it smells so good, that comes from the same family as mint. The herb is native to Europe, North Africa, and West Asia, but we grow it around the world. So that's why I think it's probably something that's a little bit newer to our country. It's also known as Bee Balm, cure-all, dropsy plant, honey plant, sweet balm, and sweet Mary. It grows best in a mild, temperate climates between the months of June and August. Some of the benefits. Oh, wait, it's a bit extra. Did I plant my lemon balm this spring? I actually started it a year ago, spring. So it was like March 2019. And I had it in the containers, in the pots, and in my garden. And they kind of did a little bit. They dried out really easily, and then they got eaten and stuff. But I wasn't ready to give up on them. And so last fall, I planted them. I sunk those containers into another garden area on the south side of my house. So that gets a little bit warmer temps. I would say like the south side of my house is zone 4, and everywhere else in my big garden is zone 3. So just because of the sun it gets and a little bit more warmth that it gets. So, and it's doing well this year. It's doing really well. I've actually harvested twice. I've got this so far from 2 harvests that I've dehydrated. So this is a half-gallon jar. I'm hoping to get at least a gallon of this this time. So there are several things I want to make out of it, not just tea. So hoping to get a good bit of it. It is refreshing. It really is. We bought lemon balm and bee balm. I thought that they were two different plants too. So actually, Patty, if you're still in, if you could clear that up. This was what I found online, and but they said these were the other names for it. So I'm not sure. Hey, Rustic Traditions, hello. Some of the benefits now, you can make lemon balm tea out of the dried herbs, or a fresh herb too. You could do tea. You can make lemon balm oil or lemon balm tincture. So some of the benefits of all this is, like for teas and everything, is to help relieve stress. It reduces anxiety. The oil and the tincture and everything is good for getting rid of cold sores. It does smell divine. It does. It can actually, the tea can help boost cognitive function, especially with math, memory, concentration, and alertness. It can help ease insomnia and sleep disorders. It can help relieve indigestion if you're making a tea out of it. It can help ease nausea and PMS or cramps. And it can ease a headache and toothache pain. So, and I also have a list of side effects that I want you to know about too. So one of the things is that it can react with other medications that you're taking, so you have to be really careful. And if you're on meds and stuff, I would check with your doctor before you would start. And usually that's if you're taking, because people can take it by the capsule. I think they'll sell a bottle of it by capsule and stuff like that. And so they're going, oh, lemon balm, it's got all these benefits and everything. Well, they end up taking too much of it, and it's hard on your system in that way. So bee balm common names include bee balm, horseman, sweet and bergamot. Okay. Oh, that's so great, newbie steaders. That's awesome. Lemon balm is, yep, Melissa officinalis. Bee balm is Monarda. Okay. This is a good example of, okay. Let me just, the common name. Okay, thank you. It is something very different then. So yeah, I've got, the one I planted was common. So that would be, let me see if it says behind my tape. Let me see. Yeah, this doesn't give me the, I don't have the official name here. This one does. This one is the annual. It says Melissa officinalis on the back here. So one of the things that I know that it will, oh, why don't we just jump into it here? If you're taking any of these medications, talk to your doctor. Anything for glaucoma, thyroid meds, barbiturates or sedatives, drugs that affect serotonin. Also, if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, if you have a scheduled surgery, or if you want to give it to an infant or child under 12. So kind of those things. So a lot of times it can be an effective complementary treatment to what you're doing, but that's where, definitely talk to your doctor. But they said if you're growing your own lemon balm or using dried leaves for tea, there is very little risk. So my own tea, and so like I said, it's if they're taking the capsule form, you're taking like 300 milligrams or something at a time. So, hey, Jesus Lord, hello. I know, it's like, I figure everyone wants to eat every day. It's like, why? Oh, I know. And they said it grows in zone 4 through 10, I believe. Yeah, 4 through 10. And like I said, my main garden is like zone 3. That's why it's doing better in my zone 4 space near my house. But thank you, Patty. I know there's a lot of confusion here when you start getting some of these different things, but we're just talking lemon balm here. So 2 + 2 = 5. I know, Carrie. Actually, that's a whole other discussion. I'm not even getting there. Oh, your zone is 5A. Okay. Exactly, weedy garden. That would be really helpful. Okay, some of the side effects. Well, other benefits of lemon balm oil, and I'll get into some of these other things. But the oil can be an antiviral, astringent, analgesic. So like for tooth pain, stuff like that. Antispasmodic properties of lemon balm oil are mostly used for the topical treatment of cold sores. And so some side effects and risks of the oil are if you end up using too much of it. So, hey Gail, yes, thanks for coming in. If you're using too much of it can give you a headache, painful urination, increased body temperature, nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, dizziness, wheezing, skin irritation, or allergic reaction. So again, just don't be drinking it all day or taking, limited, but also to check with your doctor if you're on meds and if you have a situation, a medical situation. Brett, hello. Thank you for being here. Hey, Castle Hives. Welcome. I hope I didn't miss anybody here. All right. So to make a lemon balm tea, you can start by snipping a few fresh lemon balm leaves. Avoid the ones that are yellowing, that are discolored and stuff, or have any evidence of mold. Rinse them thoroughly and then pat them dry with paper towels. You can cut or tear them into smaller pieces if they're really big, and place them into a tea infuser. You can even it says to muddle them, which would be kind of like, kind of grinding them up like you would with just in your infuser to kind of get break open the oils in them and to get the flavor really coming out. But do that at the last minute because they will blacken and dry out if you do it way too far in advance. We just do it right before you're ready to put the hot water in there. So then pour 1 cup of hot water over 1 packed tablespoon of leaves and infuse it for about 5 minutes. You can double or triple the recipe as needed. After brewing it, be sure to keep a teapot or cup covered to hold in the steam. I've done that before. I do that all the time with my tea, so this is not quite big enough. But your teacup, and just cover it. I usually put a plate on top of where I'm brewing it or something, and until I'm done, because it's thought to, retain the herb's therapeutic oils in doing that. So I am behind here. I'm sorry, guys. Drops Family Garden. We actually thawed out in May. So, oh, that's good. Yeah, we went right from winter right into high summer here. So, muddle it like a Moscow mule. Yeah, that is funny. Oh my goodness. Yes, it can suppress the absorption of thyroid hormones. Hello, Megan. Going Green Mom. Yes. So that was on the list of one of the medications that if you're taking thyroid medicine, that's, thyroid hormones. If you're taking any thyroid medicine, it will combat that a little bit. So you want to make sure that that's something you can do. So I do take thyroid medicine, so that's why this will probably be mostly going into oils and tinctures. for topical type of use. And for myself, anyway, I'm going to keep some on hand for teas if I need to. But anyway, all right. So the tea, so you can have a cup a day or something. Now, if you're making lemon balm oil, again, you want to use only dried leaves. Okay, so because anytime that you introduce any type of water or moisture into these leaves, into making the oils, you have a chance for rot and mold and different things like that. So what you want to do is, let's say I was making a pint jar. I'll take the leaves, the dried leaves, and put them in my pint jar, and then I'll take whatever oil I want to use. Probably almond oil is a good one. You can use olive oil too. It tends to go rancid a little bit more unless you're using, which I found out last week from Eli, who's not able to be here tonight, that the triple extra virgin olive oil will not go rancid, but your regular inexpensive olive oil can. So I use almond oil. I know it's a little pricier, but it will last a lot longer. And if you're just making it for your family, you don't need lots of oils anyway. So you then fill up the jar to over this. Another way you can do it to help release all of the oils in here, you can actually, let's say you're going to take a cup of the leaves, and then you put enough oil in there and then you mash it down, just like a half a cup of oil or something, then mash it down, get everything wet, then put it into a blender or food processor and really grind it up. That ends up releasing everything in there. Then put it back in the jar and fill it up so you have about an inch or so of oil over the top of what you had just done. And then again, with the other one as well as that, you can, I think avocado oil would be fine too, and grapeseed oil. Yeah, those would be fine. And then you put it in a dark, dry place. You wouldn't want to have it like in the bathroom because it's very moist in there. But put it in a dark, dry place for about 4 weeks and just let it infuse. And then you take it out. And then the ones that you would leave the leaves bigger, you can just strain that out. The ones that you blended up, put it in like a cheesecloth or a jelly cloth or something, and then kind of wring it through there so that you can get just the pure oil. And then you've got that oil that you can use to make salves. I mean, you can just take the oil and put it right on your skin too, which would be fine. But if you want to make any salves with it or anything, you just add it to melted beeswax and you just blend it up, and you've got your little salve stuff. It doesn't have to be synthetic as on thyroid. Did I miss something there? So it's also a mast cell stabilizer when taking the dizzy spells. Okay. Oh, that's interesting, Megan. Okay. Jojoba oil, that's a good one too, Donna. Absolutely. I know I use avocado oil all the time. I use that for making my mayonnaise. I use it for anything that I want to cook that has a little bit of a lighter flavor to it. There's some things I will still use olive oil for, especially if I get into like the meats and stuff like that. It just adds a little more body and like to beef and things. But otherwise, yeah, I like avocado oil. Use that or grapeseed oil for salad dressing, and yeah, it's really, really good. It doesn't smoke and add taste to food. Yeah, exactly. It's a much higher smoke point. You're not finding triple extra rich. Okay. The only thing that I understand, Patty, that he meant by that was like you see extra virgin olive oil, you see virgin olive oil, you see extra extra virgin olive oil. So I would think it would be like extra 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 virgin olive oil, and I don't know where you would find that. I really don't. Peanut oil. Yeah, I don't know that I would use peanut oil. I'm not sure. My lemon balm has not bloomed. I just harvest the leaves. And I don't know that it would bloom. Patty, I don't think it does bloom. Unless it's going to seed, but I don't even remember that it did last year. So, oh, yours are white. Okay. Well, there you go. I have not, I've harvested before they've gone to blooming, so I'm not sure. Shrimp or turkey. Hey, Olivia, hello. Thanks for being here. You saw triple one that has been infused with ozone? Ooh, okay. We lived in Georgia in the past for about 20 years. We cook our turkey in peanut oil. Okay. Okay. Yeah, peanut oil can, I see what you're saying. 500 degree smoke point, like peanut oil does. So, yeah, there's a lot of people who can't do peanuts. So, try different things. I wouldn't go and make a quart of oil and then find out that you don't like that fragrance of oil that doesn't complement the lemon. And that's another thing. The flavor or the aroma and the fragrance of whatever you're doing. When this is lemon, you want that lemon to just come out. So if you're using peanut oil or olive oil or any other really strong oil, sesame seed oil or something, that's going to totally change the fragrance of the lemon balm. So that's where avocado oil is really light, or almond oil, I should say. Well, both of them are. But almond oil just works a little bit better. It does bloom. It's self-sow, which is the main way it spreads. So dead-hitting is helpful. Okay. Oh. Well, Olivia, tell him hi for me. And okay, got it, Gail. Thanks so much. The spearmint, another plant, has similar leaves but has purple flowers. Purple flowers. I have not allowed my Ema mints to go to flower, but in my oregano was starting to get some purple flowers to it, and so maybe that was in there. I'm not sure. Exactly, Megan. Kind of a lavender flower in that way. So, and it currently tastes like lemon because of where you planted lemon. Oh my goodness, that's funny. So, all right. So I think that was all the information on lemon balms. So they're easy to grow. It smells so good. I mean, these are dry in here, and it's just the fragrance. It's just like, oh my goodness. When I've got it in the dehydrator, the whole house smells lemony. It just smells so great. And so I'm really excited to try this and to work with it. And it's been great. Oh, okay. Thanks, Kiri, for coming, for screaming for food. Somebody else that wants food. Go figure. So, yeah, Patty, if you want to connect with people, to help them ID that would be, totally fine. That's great. And again, Weedy Garden, I think that's why I kept it in the pots, because I didn't want it to take over. So thank you, Patty. Oh, I appreciate that. All right, guys, so I've got garden tip for tonight. Do not handle your green bean plants when they're wet. It spreads disease, okay? I know you've probably heard this before. Maybe I'm even speaking to the choir. I don't know. But If you're starting to get to the point where you're harvesting beans and everything, don't do it first thing in the morning when there's dew on it and the leaves are all wet, because there's something in the leaves themselves that when they get wet and you're starting to handle them and then going from plant to plant, it'll spread disease in there. So wait until the dew is off, wait till midday if you need to, or even early evening. But yeah, if you want to save your plants so that they don't get, all fall apart on you, that would be great. So, well, thanks, Rustic. Prep tip for the night. Okay. Anything that you are buying that, like hand soap, even the hand sanitizer, laundry soap, different things like that are liquid, that you can, if you're buying it just as, if you're used to getting like a small container, I mean, even dish soap, things like that. Say you like to use a little bottle of Dawn or something like that. You don't want this big massive thing sitting at your sink. Well, get one of the small one and then get big refills and store the refills and keep, oh, you're welcome, Patty. Keep refilling it from this refill. It's so much cheaper in the long run. It's far more cost effective. You're saving space by having one container stored away somewhere, and you don't have all these things all over the place, or you're thinking it's like, oh no, I need to buy 25 bottles of hand soap, and it's like, I don't have enough. It's like, no, all you need is like 2 or 3 big refills for the entire year for your family or something. So think about doing that for anything that would be liquidy in the way of, you're welcome, Patty. We call the purple weed because it can be invasive if we get lazy about weeding. It's okay. Purple weed. But yeah, it's just anything that is liquid in that way, in the way of soaps, and do the same with food. Like our oils too. It's like if you use olive oil, okay, don't buy just a little 8-ounce bottle of something, or if you need to, get an 8-ounce bottle, but then get another gallon container and just keep refilling that or something. And so, just those are some prep things that can help your money go further, help you always have that supply that you need. And that's even the bigger thing for me. It's like, I know that then I've got a good supply of it. And it's like that refill bottle is going to last me 4 months or whatever it is. And so I can just buy it once, and it's like, I don't have to worry about it for a while. And if you want to get to where you're stocking it for a year, you only have to buy like 3 or 4 of these. And it's like, okay, so they're set aside, and it might be $5 or $6 for it instead of 98 cents. But in the long run, you're saving a lot of money. So, 200 rolls. Yeah. So, Megan, you tried to post a picture. Okay. Matt and Sarah, so true. You buy whatever you can bulk. There you go. Yep. We also live by the motto, 1 for now, 2 for later. That's really a good idea. Yeah. Because, a lot of us don't live right in town. We don't live, close to a Walmart or a grocery store or something that you can just, oh, I just ran out of toilet paper. Man, we're just out of oil. I'm in the middle of cooking. Let me just run to the store, and it's like, it's a half hour for me to go and get anything. And so I'm just like, for years, I've been here 25 years. And so it's always been that for me, that type of, not the mentality of it, but, that practice that I've always put in to make sure that I've got the supplies that I need, because if I run out, whatever. So I don't want to run out, basically, at least of all the essentials. So, community page. Oh, that's good, Drops family. Yep. 23 miles. Yeah, I hear you. 1 is none, 2 is 1. Yep. Baking preparedness, Pastor Joe Fox. Yep. That's a good mantra throughout. I know Deb and Stacy do that, off-grid with Deb and Stacy, and a whole bunch of other things. So, yeah, it becomes a mindset for prepping. Exactly. You're raised by grandparents who are ranchers in South Dakota. There were times in the winter where they couldn't get to town for weeks or longer. Exactly. Yep. So, and even though, if you're a person who's been doing this for a while or whatever, and like, I know that, who is it? Yeah, and Drops family kind of, when we say that, we want to use this opportunity to teach them. It's like, okay, so now they don't think we're so crazy anymore, because it's like, oh, you had things that I can't get at the store anymore. It's like, okay. So I think we need to use this as an opportunity to really teach them, to say, you know what, do you want to learn how to be able to put this all together? Do you want to learn how to be able to have the stores of things that you won't run out of immediately? It's like, without having to go and put $3,000 worth of supplies on your credit card or something, and it's, yeah, 15-minute drive to almost everything we need, and still country enough to PS. Yes, Gail, that would work too. Yep. Your compost pile needs that, right? You know what? Absolutely, Drops family. I prepsteaded, homesteaded, and prepsteaded for, I didn't even realize until a year and a half ago that that's what I've been doing for the last 25 years. And so it's like, oh, okay, I guess I am one. But I thought it was just like being prepared and just, being smart about stuff. But I didn't realize I had like a way of life for it. So it was pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, you guys are funny. You buy stuff you eat and rotate the stock supply of at least a couple years with food. Yep. Yep. So every week I try to put up or talk about a prep tip, and so that is one that we've talked about a number of times too. So, and it'll be good actually for me to go back. I started in January, so it's been 6 months now. Probably good to rotate those back through, so so that we can, because there's a lot of new people here, so it'd probably be good for me to do that again. Yeah, no. I hear you. So I want to thank my moderators so much. Oh, Grammy Karen had to leave. I bet she said goodbye and I missed it. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you guys, thank you, moderators, for being here. I really, really appreciate it so much. You guys check out my mods, their channels, if you can, and just thank them for being here, for having my back, for greeting you, and taking care of a lot of the questions that I don't get to see as it's going through, as I'm doing my thing here. And so I really, really appreciate you guys so much. So we ordered another bottle of Castile soap. As soon as you bring in the items, but doesn't see them afterwards. Well, there's places we can hide everything in there, absolutely. So, all right, there's some more lives tonight, and I want to give you a chance to be able to go and see them. So thank you guys for being here. I hope you learned something about lemon balm. I still learned some things too. So guys, take care. God bless, and always have hope. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.